Talked about it yesterday, just that chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe, Roger to go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to throw on us since we picked up a Woozier. It's like win after win, feel like we could really do it. Zach Taylor doing his thing for the city, I give it to him. And I bet Samaji will find a hole if you give it to him. Hayden Hurst don't need a hole, he just plan on running through him. Just hand it out to 28 and let him do the dash. Getting hit by BJ Hill probably feel like a car crash. Every week it seem like Lou digging deeper in his bag. And if the game on the line, all my favorite money match. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up.
What do we say, dog? They gotta play us! Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Bengals Talk with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the back-to-back North champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 2,161 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? Please do so. Please go to Bengals Talk with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button. Hit the bell for notification. Every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So I got Jerry for Tigers Talk on here. If you got some hard-hitting stuff that you want Jerry's opinion on, or you just want to support the show, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. The Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And you know what? I wear it every single day. It's a Jackpot Joey hoodie. It says on the back, we got the flag, we got the beer, we got hats, even though we're a Bengals hat right now. If you want any of this stuff, well, the beer, you got to bring brew. But if you want the merchandise, go to jackpotjoey9.com. You can order your merchandise there. Portions of the proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Hunger Relief Fund and the Joe Burrow Fund. We're also doing the Joe Burrow or the Jackpot Joey golf outing here in April, so that's already sold out. But if you guys want to come hang out, it's at Ashton Oaks. Anyway, let's get to the chat. What's up to everybody in the chat? Who was first? Strangers in there, Nicholas in there, Matthew, Porkchop, Darth, Brad, Kevin, Shelly. Yes, for everybody. Just Cincy James. If you don't know who he is, he's one of the hosts of Rally Round the Natty. He had, we'll just say, he had some stuff happen today to his family. So just keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. He's going through some stuff right now. So, yes, definitely, Shelly, thank you for bringing that up. Shelly's his mom. So just keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and hope everything. James is okay. It's his family's got stuff going on. Anyway, let's get to the reason you guys are all here. I know you come to see me, but let's be real here. We're coming to see Jer Bear, aren't we? Come on now. Let's go get her opinion. Jerry, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. It's been a minute since I've done anything like this. So
yeah, well, you were kind of busy. You're kind of having a baby, and bringing life into this world is, a little bit more important than jumping on my silly podcast. But anyway, so it
He's
looks nice.
4 months now.
What's that?
I said he's 4 months old now.
Wow.
Yeah.
My baby's
really
19 and she's about to move, or move out of my house. Well, she had to graduate first, but she keeps saying she's gonna leave. Trust me, it goes by fast. Too fast sometimes. Like, jeez. So, where are you at? Well, before we get into Dalton Schultz, if anybody doesn't know, Dalton Schultz signed with the Titans, so that tight end, we gotta get Foster Moreau. I want to get your reaction of the signing of Orlando Brown. Where were you when you found out? What was your reaction? And did you have any clue that the Bengals might sign him?
I had no idea at all. And so I was upstairs in our media room. I can't remember what we were watching. We were watching something. And I get the alert on my phone. And I gasped to the point that my husband thought something really bad just happened. And I couldn't talk for for at least 30 seconds. And he's like, what? And I was like, we just signed Orlando. It's and it wasn't so much that we signed him. It was, for me, the way we structured the deal that just, I legitimately had tears in my eyes just because I'm like, this is amazing.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I got no sleep that night. I went live on my show because I couldn't. I was so excited. But that's a great point of how they structured it. It's not. Yes, he got $30 million signing bonus. I think it's the biggest one to an offensive line ever. But once you get past that, you get past the first year, there's not that much money on the back end of this contract. So that bodes well for signing Jackpot, signing T, signing Jamar. That's another good thing that the Bengals have done with their contracts. They've been smart with it.
Oh, for sure. And it's funny that a lot of people seem like they're trying to play it down or say that he's not.
No, that's all Chiefs fans.
Exactly. Well, my boss was trying to say the same thing, and he's a 49ers fan, but he just never wants to see anything good for us.
Right.
But I keep trying to remind people, look at the offensive line that we took to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he is only quote unquote mid, as they keep trying to say, Joe Burrow
he's a four-time Pro Bowler, but he's mid. Okay,
right.
Keep going. Sorry, Jay.
Even with a mid offensive line, Joe Burrow is going to be a monster.
Yeah, I mean that's what's scary to everybody, because and the thing is, we tried to fix the offensive line last year, and back-to-back years our right tackle goes down. Now, how do you feel about Jonah, which was kind of surprising to me? I know he wants to play left tackle. I understand that.
Yeah.
But it's never been one that I thought would cause waves. I thought he would move her. I think he was shocked as everybody else. What was your reaction to Jonah saying, I trade me. I don't want to go to left. I want to go to right, which I hate because there goes our depth if we trade him, which I don't. Yeah. I'm like, suck it up, Buttercup, go play right tackle. But what's your thoughts on Jonah Williams?
I wasn't all of that shocked because, I mean, he basically, like you said, he's made it clear he doesn't want to be right tackle.
Right.
But I wasn't freaking out as much as some people were because I'm like, if he wants to go somewhere, I think we can actually get something for him, unload, the salary cap with him. Cause I think it was 12.8 or something.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
And it kind of use it as leverage for something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping, Jared, it's me. I'm not trading for anything less than a third. I want at least a second for him. Third is the bottom. If I don't get a third for him, I'm not trading him. But I mean,
oh, absolutely.
The thing
if we can get a second, that would be I would be giddy.
Yeah, I would be awesome because that would make the draft so much easier. Now, for me with the draft, I've been saying this the whole time. I want DeJuan Jones, regardless if we keep Jonah or not. That's who I want to get another right tackle because, well, even if Jonah does suck it up and move to right tackle, he's gone after this year. So we got to find somebody to be there, and Lel's been hurt and all that stuff. So I want to get DeJuan Jones either way. But if we're able to add another second round there, a higher second round, then shoot, maybe you can get one of these top tight ends as well, which would be huge because right now we don't know what we're doing tight end. We're hoping Foster Moreau comes here, but that's what's kind of exactly. That's what's kind of up in the air right now. So it would open up the draft and it would make it a lot better for the Bengals, which they should be able to get at least I think they get a second. I think it'd be awesome. We got a second. I think it's probably a better shot at a third, but that would just make the draft that much better for us.
I mean, they've been doing some crazy things this year, so they might be able to pull a two out of him. You never know.
They got 2 first rounds for Carson Palmer. I think that's what it was. So
I feel like I've blocked all of that out of my brain.
Mike Brown is not just going to give them away. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Everything. Well, we'll give you this. Like, no, you have to legitimately make us an offer. Or he's going to tell you got to play, because the way Mike Brown and the Bengals look at contracts, they usually, I won't say always, but 99% of the time, they let you live out your full contract. So that's where they you signed the contract. I expect you to do what we signed you to do, which is play for us and play where the hell we tell you to play. So that's where the Bengals are coming from. That's why I'm not totally we're going to trade him. They might just tell him, you got to play right tackle. The one thing, and that's saying, Jerry, people are like, well, he'll just sit out. I'm like, well, that'd be stupid on his part because he won't get paid, and then he hurts himself to try to get his next contract. So that's where I'm like, I don't think he has leverage in this whatsoever.
Exactly. I agree. Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I mean, it's going to be a huge thing with the, with find out if we get Foster Moreau. I was hoping we get this. So I titled this, what's your offseason grade so far with the Bengals? And some people said a C and a D. And I'm like, we literally got Orlando Brown Jr., one of the four-time Pro Bowler, one of the best left tackles in the game. Hell, he's one of the best right tackles in the game too, as well. And people are like, oh, you lost Piron, you lost Hayden Hurst, you lost both your safeties. Well, we knew we were losing Bates. That wasn't surprising.
Yeah.
Bell,
we've known that since last year.
Right. Bell was surprised, but we just signed Nick Scott, so we got him covered. So, and then we got Orlando Brown. So that we didn't know that one was coming. Hopefully we get if we get Foster Moreau, where are you grading this offseason at for the Bengals?
For me, I would say at least a high B, almost an A, just considering, like I said, how we structured the deal with Orlando.
Right.
Because it's just so different than what we've always done, and it's kind of more what other teams do to help with the salary cap and that sort of thing. And like you said, we've got a lot of guys coming up soon that we're going to have to pay. And I think the front office is going to pay all of those guys, and you got to do it somewhere. So that, like I said, I would say at least like a B plus, A for just the structure of it.
I agree with Chris. He said Joe Burrow gets the ball out in 2.5 seconds. Orlando's going to be another Pro Bowler. That's the thing, is Joe is going to be able to sit back there and eat a freaking sandwich. I mean, now I say this with the thought that Jonah is your right tackle, or we have somebody there. Because if Jonah's not a right tackle, that's where I'm kind of like, I don't want Dwan Jones. I don't really want to trade Jonah until we draft somebody, to be honest, because I don't know if it's not Jonah at right tackle. Lael's not going to be ready, I don't think, until November. I mean, he could hurt.
He went down right before Christmas, right?
Right. Now, if you remember, 3 years ago, our former center before we got Ted Karras, and his name slips my mind now. He tore his ACL on the very last game, and he was able to come back and play the full season. Now, he wasn't that good. That's the reason we got Ted Karras. So, but I mean, there is a chance. I don't think it's a very good one that Lael will be back by the beginning of the season. It's not something that I am willing to put the Super Bowl season on the line for. And that's another thing, Jerry. Jonah's been here. Don't you want to win a ring? Go ball out, play right tackle, win a ring, and then tell somebody whoever signs you that you won't play left tackle. I mean, I don't. That's why I just don't understand the whole. Well, I don't play left tackle, and I'm not going to right. I mean, I don't know. Just suck up and go play. Wouldn't you want to win a ring first?
I mean, if that's me, yes, just because I'm very competitive. But I know it's also, the business aspect of it, and maybe he is just complete trash at, right tackle. You never know, and that could hurt him getting traded to a different team. I mean, I can't sit here and speculate what's going on in his head, but for me, I wouldn't want to leave this team right now.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, well, we're a little biased. We kind of
we are very biased.
Now, William here said a really good point. He said every team Orlando Brown was on the quarterback had an MVP year, which is true. He was there when Lamar Jackson had one, and now he's there with Patrick Mahomes. So put your money on Jackpot Joey's going to be the 2023 NFL MVP.
My favorite thing I think I've seen with some of the Chiefs fans saying that it was all Patrick Mahomes, eluding people and being able to run. I'm like, have you never watched Joe Burrow play? Because Joe Burrow can get out of some really sketchy situations.
Yeah, he did it against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. That's what's cracking up these Chiefs fans, dude. And they're real big and bad on Twitter. They're coming after us, or coming after me a lot. I think they're probably doing the same to all the Bengals fans. Yeah. But we beat you in the biggest game of the year. Like, you didn't realize we beat you in the exact same game the year before that, right? In Arrowhead. Just clarifying that. You only beat us. You beat Joe Burrow one time. That's it. And they're like, oh, it's for the biggest game of the year. I'm like, no, the biggest game of the year is Super Bowl, and we beat you anyway. They just crack me up at how they are so. Because I will post stuff out that has nothing to do with the Chiefs, and I'll get 4 or 5 different Chiefs fans quote tweeting me or put comments underneath it. I'm going, go, you won your Lombardi. Go enjoy your Lombardi. Jeez, why are you worried about what the hell I'm saying? I don't know.
What's funny is the people that were at the game in Arrowhead, like when we were walking up the steps to leave the stadium, and obviously we were really sad and everything, everybody was super nice. Everybody was super nice the entire game. I didn't have any issues. Like, even when, like, there's some sketchy, and we all know there's some really sketchy refereeing going on during that game. Yeah. Like, they were even like, listen, we want to win, and we're glad that we're winning, and, like, this is going in our favor. They're like, but you guys are kind of getting screwed right now. It's like we have, like, their fans saying that. So it's just funny seeing the difference of, like, being there in person with all the Chiefs fans and how nice they all were. Yeah. And, like, on Twitter, it's completely different.
Well, you can be, underdog 573, on Twitter, and nobody knows your name, or underwear true. Man, or whatever the hell you call it. By the way, Pork Chop loves your cup there, Jerry.
Oh, thank you. I got it from Etsy.
There you go.
I love it.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm with Greg. Greg's on there saying get Foster now. That's the thing is like, well, I tweeted that out the show link earlier today, and I said hopefully by the time we come around to do the show, Foster Moreau will be a Bengal. Well, he's not so far, and I had people on Twitter go, well, he already left Cincinnati, so we're not going to sign him. I'm like, Nick Scott left, and they signed him, so I don't understand the thought process. Well, he's going to go somewhere else, so he's he left here, so he's definitely not going to sign with us. I'm like, to be honest, look what Joe Burrow did for Hayden Hurst. Look what he did for C.J. Uzomah. Yep. Foster Moreau, come here, ball out for 1 year, and Joe will make you rich. Go somewhere else.
It's the Joe Burrow effect.
Exactly. So anyway, we have a special guest that just showed up here. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy before, but he's Dale Bear. What's up, Dale Bear?
Dale Bear today. What's up, Gary?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
We're just we're sitting here stressing. You're trying to stress out about Foster Moreau, see if we're going to get him or not.
We've seen the Schultz deal, right?
Yeah, I saw it right before I went on the air. Yeah, that's all. He gone. $9 million. I got
1 year too.
1 year, $9 million. Yep, that's what I got. So
disappointing.
We could have signed. We could have signed that.
Singletary, the running back, the 25-year-old running back from the Bills, he signed with the Texans also for $3.5 million.
There you go.
Come on, man. We need to just give me Foster Moreau and I'll be happy.
Jerry, you gotta get in there. You gotta make your phone calls to Mike Brown and see what's going on here. We know you have a special connection.
We're besties.
Jerry, you got anything good in that cup?
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it before, but they're called Mamitas, and it's tequila and soda. It's like a new, like, tequila seltzer, and it is amazing.
I don't know about it, but I'm sure willing to try it.
You had me at tequila.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we know you've had tequila.
It's my favorite.
Hey, Anthony, you're a super fan. Anthony Anderson is happy you're here.
I'm a super fan.
This is Anthony Anderson from Blackish. See,
that's what I've said. That's what I'm going with.
That's how big of my show has gotten now. I get superstars on there. What's the weather like in Florida there? You're telling me you were freezing earlier, right? Is it like just like 30 degrees and snowy there?
So it was really chilly for us today. It was like 63 and really windy, which is really cold for us now.
How long have you been down there now? You've been down too long now. You think that's cold?
We've been down here 6 years now.
That's too long. You got to come back up. You're getting like my in-laws down there. It'll be like 50 degrees and they're throwing the heat on. Like, God, what is wrong with you people?
It's like, so funny because in the morning it was like lower 50s and people were walking their dogs with like actual winter coats on. I'm like, this is great weather. I love this weather. It gets too hot down here sometimes, but
All right,
This is great.
I don't know where Williams hearing this. Rumor is the Bengals are looking at Zeke Elliott.
I saw that too.
Yeah, it was like some PFF thing of like teams he could go to.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean that they're actually looking at it. It just means PFF is writing something out there saying, oh, he can go to the Bengals. Oh, he can go to the Chiefs. Oh, he can go to the Giants. Well, no shit. He can go to all these teams. Maybe not the Giants because they got Saquon, but
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, I've had a lot of people say, go get Derrick Henry. I'm like, dude, he's like getting. Didn't the Titans release him?
No, he's still on their team. You would have to trade for him and pay him whatever he's making, which is a lot.
I'm like, and he's getting
and we've
older.
made him look silly the last 2 times we played them.
Yes, I'm like, look, I'm the king of nothing. You stay down there and be king of nothing down there in Tennessee. I'm not. Well, I mean, we're just talking about Joe. We don't pay Joe Mixon, $17 million. Why the hell would we go get Derrick Henry or Zeke? I think Zeke's got to get more money too. So I mean, I don't see either one of those guys as options for the Bengals. Because I don't think they're going to pay Mixon what they owe him right now. Yeah.
Austin Hooper is visiting the Raiders, who signed O.J. Howard earlier. Just seen that from Ben Rappaport. So they might. It's even more like Foster Moreau is probably not going there. Can we just get Foster Moreau announcements?
Anthony wants to know what other tight ends are out there if Foster walks.
Well, Austin would have been one of them because he's 28, but he's bounced around the league. The next one would be Irv Smith, who's 24 years old, but he's been injured a lot for the Vikings. That's about it.
Now, Lindsay said Bengals are looking at Khalil Mack.
I don't know.
I haven't heard that one either. Are you guys just making shit up and posting this shit up there? Hey, let's just put this up
these
there
are the people that are on the Facebook things because we heard what was the one last night? It was I think it was Greg that seen something on Facebook and it was
God, Greg posts everything in our group.
But it was Jair Alexander from the Packers, who's like the top 2 cornerback in the NFL, who just got a 4-year, $84 million deal with the Packers, and it's like. I heard the Bengals might trade for him. It's like,
well, Jerry, if you missed Bengals and Brewers earlier today, we damn near made Greg's head explode.
Gosh!
It was you missed the clip, but Dale retweeted it on the.
Just
you have to watch
it. I'll have to look at that after.
It was very fun. Why are you guys arguing with me? We just want to piss you off. That was really it. It was just funny.
It started. He made a statement about Gronk being the greatest tight end ever, and then Jeff was like, "Well, Tony Gonzalez,
like a Hall of Famer, Tony Gonzalez, he might be a little better, whatever."
But then we just started going with it when he said Barry Sanders and Jerry Rice. We're like,
mid.
He was getting very upset with us. So, Jerry, how have you been? How's the baby? How's life?
Baby's good. Like I said, he's 4 months old already. He's in the 95th percentile for height already, which...
You were telling me that in the car in Kansas City that he was that big. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. Which, by the way, thank you again for picking me up from the airport, which still took longer than it took Sean to drive from St. Louis to Kansas City.
Well, the thing is, you landed and we were in St. Louis, and I'm like, oh shit, she got to sit there a while. I'm like,
but
we're coming, Jerry.
My layover was in St. Louis.
Right. Well, no, that's what Bridget said. Like, hell, she should have just got out there. She could have jumped in the car with us. Right over.
All around bad planning and bad.
There wasn't any planning. It was just, hey, Jeff, can you pick me up? Sure.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, like the one little hole in the wall bar that was open at the airport because there's nothing in Kansas City's airport because the new one wasn't open yet.
Kansas City. There's nothing. There's not a whole lot there other than the Gaslight District. That was pretty much it.
Probably why they spend all their time fucking bitching about what the Bengals are doing. So.
They have nothing else to do.
Nothing.
But it was a fun trip, other than the fact we lost. But I know what I was gonna tell you, Jerry. When we were leaving the stadium, I just kept telling. I shook everybody's hand. We lost a good game. I said, we'll see you guys next year. They're like, oh yeah, this we're gonna run this back. This rivalry ain't going away. I said, but. So next year, you guys are coming to the jungle. Yeah. That's my biggest thing this year, Jared. That's why I love they got Orlando Brown. We got to figure out what we're doing with Jonah. You get that offensive line set this year. We got to start out 3-0, 5-0. We got to get out to a good start because we haven't got out to a good start the last couple of years, and we had to fight our way into the number 2 or number 3 spot. I want that number 1 spot and make everybody come to the jungle place. And I think that's the road to the Super Bowl should go through Cincinnati that way. I think that's a big thing. that has happened this year.
I think a lot of people keep forgetting that Joe, I don't think he was 100% when he started the season last year, because it wasn't one of those things where he just had appendicitis. His appendix ruptured. And Jeff said when that happens, it's not laparoscopic surgery anymore. Like, they actually have to cut into you.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to even be out there and playing like he did is just completely mind-blowing. And we still almost won those games.
Yeah.
If we don't lose
Kappa? Cares? Sorry, I get it right. No, Kappa.
No,
Kappa.
or long snapper.
Oh,
we don't lose him in that first game.
Dale's best friend.
We win that game.
One of Dale's 27 best friends, by the way.
I have a lot of best friends,
but
but not all of them have wrote back on a jersey and said I was their best friend back.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna send this to Shane Graham, and he's gonna be fighting you next time he sees you.
Well, he already gets mad at me that I don't have a jersey hanging up of his.
Well, what are you, slacker? What's going on? You should get that. That's geez. Have your two best friends up there. All right, Anthony's got a question here for us. He said, "How accurate is fan side? They are saying Foster is going to New Orleans in an article that just came out of my notifications." Well, he's there visiting. I know that.
No, well, that was over the weekend, right? He
Schultz was there. Never mind. That's right. I thought. Never mind. Schultz was visiting New Orleans, wasn't he? No,
it was Foster.
It was Foster. Okay, all right, it's Foster. All right,
pretty sure.
But it was Saturday.
Yeah, that just doesn't make sense to me for him to sign with them because they've got a pretty loaded tight end room from what I can remember. So, I mean, here he would probably be starting. Like, why wouldn't you come here and show the world what you can do and go get paid like Hayden?
He went to LSU and he's from the area, would be his biggest draw back to there. But they re-signed a Juwan Johnson, who's like their number one. He would automatically be slotted in at tight end 2. And that's what Taysom
they
Hill.
had Taysom Hill, yeah.
Yeah, which is like, that's what I mean. He would be 2 at best with whatever.
Well, it's the same reason why I don't understand why CJ Uzomah went and signed with the Jets, because they signed 27 tight ends last year, and he was one of them. I didn't get that either, but he
well, they pay. I mean, the money right away for him, and they signed the Conklin after him, I think.
Did they? I don't even remember anymore. And Anthony, yes, Schultz did sign with Texans. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think CJ has a lot of like aspirations when he's finished with football and being in New York. He's gonna get those opportunities a little more than he would here.
He thought he was gonna date Kay Adams, and she said, "Nah, player, that ain't happening."
She's like, "Nah, baby, nah." But who did we go through? Who was okay? If we lose Foster, who is the next tight end on your list there, Dale?
This is Irv Smith. Irv Smith, 20. He's like 24. He's super young. He's a second-round pick from Alabama, but he's been injured a lot in Minnesota. And I don't think he costs you a lot, but it's also you don't know what you're going to get from him. You're basically it's almost a guy you would want to bring in as like a backup, hoping you already had something in place. Right.
This is where I do. I'm being patient. I'm not worried yet, but I get a little worried because I just don't want to go to the 28 and a half to take a tight end. Because I want.
Well, and we have to take a right tackle right now if Jonah's not going to play. Also, like
see, that's where I'm like, I think if they don't trade him, he's going to play. I mean, he doesn't have a choice, Dale. I mean, if they don't trade him, what's he going to do? Sit out? I mean, it doesn't. I just don't see him doing that because how's that going to benefit him?
But that's just never fun, right? You never want to have a guy who doesn't want to be here, doesn't want to play position.
I know, but yeah.
I think that's one of the things that we've had going for us the last few years is how much the team loves playing with each other, how much they want to play for the team. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I would hate for that to mess up any of the locker room chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Nick Scott said on his press conference today of how he said it's known that this is one of the best locker rooms in football. And he's like, he got into the DB group chat, and he was having fun already talking to him, and they've just done the group chat thing. So, which we kind of talked about some Bengals and Brewers earlier. Is I wonder if did they just kick Bates and Bell out?
Yeah, how does that work with the group chat? When the guys are leaving,
they bounce them out the club, or they got to start a whole new club. How's that work?
You just pretend like the group chat's still going, but you start a whole separate one with your new people. I don't know.
Firecracker says, draft a tight ends. Apparently, it's deep. Yeah, it's deep. It's a deep class. I just don't want to have I don't want to have to go into the draft and have to draft somebody. I want to be able to go draft the best player available and not have to worry about reaching for someone. That's when you get. I hate to say, but that's when you get Billy Price. When you have to draft somebody, you reach, or you get John Ross. We've got a list of guys who have done that. I don't want to do that.
Well, they did not have to do that.
No, but they did. Well, because that's when they let all the only wide receiver they had that year was AJ. Everybody else leave. Anyway, that's what I don't want to happen. That's my concern of doing that. So that's where I want them to get Foster Moreau. Just keep Jonah until the draft and then draft somebody and then trade him. I don't know.
Maybe that's what will happen. That's what I said. Like if you get a DeJuan Jones or Darnell Wright to play right tackle, then maybe you find a deal for Jonah, for somebody that missed out on what they thought they were going to get at left tackle in the first round. But you're hoping that this and this and this comes together. Right.
So I have a quote. You have to research this, Dale, but what teams, do you know what teams are that need a left tackle off the top of your head that you think? I mean, I can't.
Well, I thought maybe the Bears, but like Joe Goodberry said, the guy that Braxton Jones, I can't remember, 3rd, 4th rounder they got last year, played really well for them. So if anything, they need more a right tackle. And then somebody said maybe the Colts still need like a true left tackle. And Joe was saying that would be the best fit.
Pat McAfee even brought that up on his show when he was talking to a Rappaport about the Colts getting them.
But then what's the compensation, and do they really need? Who knows?
2nd round pick. Where the Colts picking in the 2nd round? Let's go. Give me that one.
Well, if they're picking early like they are in the 1st.
Yeah.
But I would take that. That's the thing. If they're there in the 3rd with the top 6 pick in the 3rd, like that's a high 3rd. I mean,
but the 3rd for a first rounder who's your starting left tackle. I mean, I'm not saying no. I want a 2nd. 3rd at the least.
But you get that $12.6 million
off, right? Yeah, you get that off because that has to go with them. That can't the Bengals can't because that's guaranteed, right?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah, they'll assume that whatever team he goes to.
Right, so there'll be no cap hit or no nothing. They just take the whole thing. They take him and the money. So
how much do we have right now? I think I saw something like we still have like 19 million in cap space, or am I making that up?
Somebody said
that's what I saw. I saw that 19.
Somebody said 18 point something in the chat earlier.
Wow, Jeff. It was 18.9. Sorry, we said 19, Jeff. Sorry.
Dude, we've had this conversation where I don't do numbers. I just repeat them, okay?
We're saying 19. He's like, no. I heard 18.98.
You gotta be accurate, Dale. Damn.
No, you don't. No one pays us for accuracy.
Well, nobody pays me to do
Nobody
math.
pays us.
Exactly. Especially not to do math. Screw math. So I guess Centauri must be hungry. What's he going to eat on rally tonight? That's the biggest question.
I don't know. Like he asked me about hopping on there. I was like, well, maybe, which thoughts and prayers with James and his family, if you didn't already mention that. Yeah, I did. I did at the top of the show. But yeah, because his mom was in the chat talking about it. So
I don't know. I don't know if you're hopping on or I'm hopping on. I told him I would too. I don't care. Whatever. You can do it. No, but I wasn't. Marissa, I guess, went and picked up like stuff for the girls' lunches after work. So that's why I was able to hop on here. So like, she's still not home. I can't really give an answer. She gets home, she might be like, "Listen, B, enough of you doing this podcasting stuff." Well, you've only done 72 shows in like the last 2 weeks. I mean, Jerry, I think Dale's going for a world record of podcasts in the span of 2 weeks. I mean, dude, one night you did like 7 hours, didn't you? Oh my gosh. Probably more than that. You just sat there the whole time and just. I don't know about you guys, but I had to take a break after the AFC Championship. I didn't look at Twitter. I didn't watch Good Morning Football. I was just hating life until we found out that Lou was staying. And then the sun was shining brighter, the birds were chirping. Then I was like, let's go. I was ready for I'm a psychopath. I think I was like that for about 2 or 3 days, and I was like, well, I got all my draft stuff. I'm ready to go in the draft mode. So just 2 or 3 days for me is like 2 weeks for normal. Well, I took Monday off because I was driving back from Kansas City. The day after that, I was back on the show. But that is a good point that I like bringing up. we not only have Lou back, we have everybody back. We're the only team for the fifth consecutive year we have all of our coaches back. That's huge right there, and that's why keeping Lou, I don't think losing Bates and Bell is as bad. I mean, that's still going to worry me having a second-year player at safety and a new guy, at the other safety. So that's where it does worry me. But having Lou and having everybody back, that is just huge. I mean, they have all those guys back.
No, absolutely.
Riley says Bengals and Burber gave up the entire franchise for like 5 days.
He did. He left our group chat and everything. He quit the NFL, by the way. He said, I'm not watching the NFL anymore. It's rigged. I quit. And then
I went down that whole rabbit hole too.
And then before the Super Bowl, he was back in there gambling and,
I'm hot, boys. I'm hot. Let's go.
He started winning on some NBA games. And, he was just back for the Super Bowl. He was like, well, if it happens again, I'm not. I'm quitting next year.
I'm quitting again. And then 5 days later, he'll be back. But, I mean, it was that's funny for me. Like, walking out of there, I was sad, but I wasn't pissed because I felt like between the refs and Joseph Osai, we gave them the damn game. That's why I wasn't like – that's why I don't understand why Chiefs fans are –
We've done a really good job not bringing up the details of this pain like we were. The Rams pain seemed to come up every show last year.
My eye is starting to twitch right now.
Yeah.
I just got sick and tired of Travis Kelce. And him yelling like it. I'm like, you barely beat us. So
it's you and the mayor's fault for doing the dumb Burrowhead thing. Yes. It was like, no, stop doing it.
Still Burrowhead. I don't care what they say.
I always say, stop trying to make fetch happen.
Pork Chop says,
funny?
Go, Jerry, what?
I was going to say, so that morning as Bridget and I were getting ready because we stayed together in Kansas City, I'm getting ready and then I started freaking out. I was like, Bridget, we're going to lose. She's like, why? I was like, I forgot my Bengals jewelry. I immediately was like, we're going to lose and this is all my fault. So 100% I need to apologize to the team, to the city, because it was my fault that we lost.
See, it was Jerry's fault.
Trying to take it away from. No, I told Jeff that whole week that he needs to stop saying Burrow.
The thing is, the more you tell me not to do something, the more I'm going to do it.
Child.
Which here's another signing that was I guess 2 hours ago, but a name that we should know. Jordan Willis also signed with the Raiders. Apparently, the Raiders woke up and decided free agency started. Sound like 4 guys today. Remember Jordan Willis? We drafted him over some other really good players.
That doesn't sound like us at all. It doesn't sound like anything you'd ever remember the Bengals.
Third round. I remember.
Who's that one guy they drafted over another guy you liked? I think his name was Drew Sample. Didn't they draft him over somebody?
Well, we moved down. We could have had AJ Brown.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was it. But we had Drew Sample, so that was good.
Really tired of hearing that name. I swear, as we sit here and we wait on Foster Moreau to sign, you know what's going to happen. Bengals signed a tight end. Drew Sample. I'm going to punch holes in every
if that happens, I'm calling your ass. Like, damn, that's what he said.
And I'm not answering.
Oh my gosh.
I might take my week or two off like a Super Bowl loss when that happens.
Dale, when he wants to, is very good at ignoring my phone calls. When he wants to.
I'll be so upset.
I don't believe that at all.
So, Jerry, what's your plans for the season? You got any road trips planned? Are you coming up to Cincinnati for any games? Or?
So I have season tickets, and we got our season tickets the day after the Super Bowl last year. So, and then 2 weeks later was when I found out I was pregnant, and I only got to go to 2 home games.
I remember that now. You told me that you're saying that again. I forgot about that. But yeah.
So I'm excited to actually get to use my tickets this year. My brother is very sad that he does not get to use my tickets this year. I might let him go to a game or two, but I'm going to try to come to as many as I can. And then I'm definitely going to go to the one in Jacksonville because I think that's only a 4 or 5 hour drive for me. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to San Francisco with because my boss is a huge San Francisco 49ers fan, and he's got season tickets too. So he flies to San Francisco from
Jesus.
Tampa, and he gets
Now that's a
very
flight.
yeah, and he gets very jealous about how much my season tickets are for being in the lower bowl and 23 rows from the field compared to what he has to pay, and he has to pay seat licensing, and it's just it's a good thing he makes as much as he does because those tickets are outrageous. They're definitely
Exactly.
California prices.
Yeah,
So
screw that.
I'm probably gonna go to that game too.
So what section are you sitting in? I know you're close to us.
So we're in 160. So we're in the section right next to you, and then I think we're almost what row are you guys? Because I feel like you're pretty close to us.
So, what are we, 17?
19 and 20 and
19.
21 is Derek.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm 23. So
I just know what a seat is. I don't remember what road it is anymore. I still remember. I don't remember what game it was, but I think you were trying to catch up to me and Chandler, and some lady goes, "Jeff." I'm like, "What?" I looked
Oh,
at
yeah.
him, and some
it was the first game of the year last year when I was very pregnant, and I swear I almost went into labor like
What a
8
dick,
times
Jeff.
that game.
I couldn't hear her. She's like, "Jeff." I'm like, and it's,
I'm out of
lady
breath
goes, "Jeff."
because I've been walking around the stadium and walking around downtown. 8
I
months
just saw her.
pregnant.
I just saw Jerry going, I was trying to catch up to you. I'm like, sorry, Jerry.
At one point, I was like, you know what? If he doesn't hear me, I don't even care.
Screw it. Talk to him some other time.
Now, how many games are you kidnapping Whittalicious to go to as well?
Yes.
I think she's definitely going to try to come to the first game. I'm going to try to get her to come to quite a few games. I'm going to try to get her to come to the Jacksonville game too.
She better at least come to the first game. Still haven't met her in person. It's like
Really?
my best friend of all time.
What's
Literally,
the best?
he has like 27 best friends. I keep telling you.
She's one of them.
He's very popular.
Oh, dude, Dale is very popular. I mean,
I'm a friend slut. It's fine. I know what I am. I admit it, and it's what I am.
Hey,
Oh, that's awesome.
first step is admitting it, Dale. That's the first step.
You never have too many friends.
What's the second step, Jeff?
I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. When I do, I'll let you know. Oh, God. So, anything else we want to talk about here? We've been on for like 42 minutes. Jerry, you got to go with Tigers talk or anything you want to say you guys are doing? Or
I don't think we have anything right now. I know we're usually quiet this time of year because none of us really follow college. I tried to follow college ball a little bit more last year, and it still just doesn't pique my interest because most of the games are blowouts, and I'm like, I've watched more XFL probably than I have.
People are trying to trigger me. First thing I see on Twitter.
I was about to say no freaking way.
did they sign him? Did they sign him?
Not yet, but everyone's just
It's
speaking
coming.
into existence. And
It's coming.
You're so
I'm
stressed
gonna
out.
cry. I'm gonna cry.
He's gonna cry. So Centauri said, "I drank an entire beer, Jeff, all down. Congratulations, Centauri. I'm very proud of you."
Which I was also waiting on Jerry to say, well, I do know I'm going to be on this one show next Thursday.
What show?
Listen, I don't even know what day it is half the time anymore.
Wait,
I swear I have to-
Jerry, there is no other shows other than Strawberry Ice and Tigers Talk. Well, there is no other shows, right?
I think I was conned into it.
So what show are you going to be on?
I don't even know the show.
Bengals and Brewers?
Turn on me that quick. Forgot the name of the show.
I've been up since 4. Nice to meet you.
The struggle is real. The struggle
I'm
is
very
real.
excited to be on the show. Whatever the show is.
She doesn't know what the name of the
Excited to be
show is,
there.
but she's really excited to be on it.
I kind of love it more now. And you better be.
You just, Jerry, God help you,
some
you just
good
gave him
drinks
so much
on that
material
one.
now for Thursday. Or no, is it
Listen,
next? Huh?
I was going to say, half the time, I didn't even know what day we were doing Tiger Stock because I just forgot the days. When I was on maternity leave, I legitimately had no idea what day it was. I'm just like, somebody just text me before we're supposed to be on.
Dart said he's down to 26 friends now. You just got knocked off the list there, Jerry.
Sorry.
Losing a few more with the Drew Sample stuff. Also. Darn.
Oh God. So no news yet. Nothing at all. Nothing else.
No, and that's what I mean. Like, we could do this all day, right? You just refresh your Twitter, and you're like, "Oh, it's gonna happen now." No,
I'm waiting.
When you
We're
least
waiting.
Least expect it. There'll be
Well, it's
a signing. And that's the thing. We're not going to have too many more. We've already signed a lot of our own guys.
I mean, we're legitly a tight end is really the only one left to really sign. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, because Mixon, like, honestly, it keeps looking more and more like Mixon's either restructure or they just pay him. The longer that, to me.
Yeah, because they haven't done it yet. Because, I mean, if they're going to cut him, to be nice to him, now would be the time to cut him so he has time to go find somewhere to go.
Because you can designate it post June 1. That doesn't change anything.
Right.
Like,
so that's where I'm – well, especially now I wonder if them losing P. Ryan really changed on because they might have gone, all right, we're going to cut Mixon, but we got to sign P. Ryan. They didn't sign him. So now they may be like, okay, crap, we got to try to restructure Mixon now. So maybe that's where they had to pivot on that.
Yeah, because I saw that they were trying to keep him and they were trying to keep Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously neither one of those happened.
They all left for more money. Which, I mean, well, actually, P. Ryan's wasn't more money. It was basically the same offer from what I heard. He just wanted to go to Denver, I guess.
Yeah, they said personal reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got family out there or something. I think they just had, him and his wife just had another baby, so.
I was going to say maybe he owns a weed farm.
I was going to say weed's legal out there. Hey, that's it. Who knows?
I mean, business is business, you know? Maybe that $7 million is way different when you own a weed farm in Colorado and you can handle your day to day. Pure speculation, but hey, let's run with it.
The stranger says he's waiting for me to retweet the news instead of looking at it. I retweet a lot of stuff.
Did you guys see that when we signed Orlando, Coach was asleep?
Oh, Frank Pollock. Yeah. Well, shoot, it was like 10 o'clock at night.
So was Zach.
Zach was asleep too? Oh,
Zach,
Zach
fell asleep at like 8:30. And he said he woke up, he fell asleep with his kids watching The Amazing Race. And then when he woke up at 12:30, he had a bunch of texts from his friends saying like Boomer Sooner. And then he finally found the text that we had signed him. I'm like, I love that we knew before Coach really knew.
Well, that's the. I mean, if you listen to Paul Dana Jr.'s read Paul Dana Jr.'s article, basically Orlando Brown's agent called the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals weren't. You know, that's what I said. Me and Dale, we said we'd volunteer to be. You know,
I mean,
the professional phone caller.
They need some extra help, especially during free agency.
Yeah,
we'll reach
out.
Like, I'm cool with making. Whatever they want to pay me.
Riley says Zach was crashing on tire discounters and fell asleep.
Oh, they said that he had a flat tire that day too.
I thought that was
so
Burrow
he had like a
that.
crap day.
Yeah,
that was Zach.
Oh, Zach.
Was Zach.
Okay. All right.
Then he didn't get the keys once he had Callahan take him all the way there to get the car. So then he had no keys. So then he had to go back home. He had to get the car the next day. So he had a lot going on.
Yeah, man. Hey, it ended good though. I mean, I'd take a crap day like that if I ended up with a 4-time Pro Bowl left tackle. I think that's a day I'd like to. That's a good way to end it. If you wake up that way, all of a sudden, hey.
I think that was my favorite thing about it too. Is it just completely came out of nowhere, right when we were all getting ready to go to sleep.
Oh, dude, I told you I went live that night. And I literally had like 3 hours of sleep because I got to work in the middle of the night.
That was the day I did at least 7 hours podcasting, Jerry. So I was actually a little annoyed, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I'd been on like 4 shows since I got off work. I went, go on this.
And then I said, Jerry, I said we're going live. He goes, I'm tired. Like, you can't be tired now. Like, come on. Jeez.
I was hyped, and I went on Rally Around the Natty for like 10 minutes, but I was like, I'm not going back to my garage. It's cold. It's like 10:30 at night. It's cold.
Fuck that guy. I'm not going on Jeff's show. I don't like him that much. I'll go to Rally.
You get enough views.
I only have 57 people watching right now. It's not that many. I'm not Malik Ryder. He gets like 3,000. I mean, not that big. Stranger wants to know what's the snort count?
Only one. I've only snorted once.
William here says Kansas City Chiefs fans are so salty about the Bengals signing Orlando Brown. That is the God's honest truth. Like,
it's because they don't have anything. They just told you they've been in Kansas City. There's nothing there.
That's why Orlando Brown wanted to leave. I heard the city sucks. So
I'm just glad I haven't seen Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jerry. What?
I was gonna say, I was just glad that I haven't seen a lot of like our fans trashing the guys that decided to leave, because I mean they've all played such a critical part on this team, and like Vaughn has given me some of my favorite moments ever as a Bengals fan. Yes, I have that. I have that sticker on the back of my phone. Like I'll never get rid of it, and that really feels like that's what changed the trajectory of the team. Like it was going in the right direction to begin with, but like that just was like, we're tired of being disrespected and we're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah, I really did like the tweet that Jesse Bates sent out to the Bengals and everything, and it's just a classy guy. He knew it was over. We all knew it was over. You know, that's the thing about like these guys they moved on, but to me they'll still be Bengals. I mean, you know, they were an important part. They were on a Super Bowl team. Super Bowl, we didn't win it, but they were on a Super Bowl team and an AFC Championship game team. So I mean, those are two huge things because it only happened 3 times.
And that's why I want to give credit to the Rams fans, because like they were very classy about Nick Scott. So all 3 of you Rams fans out there in the universe, thank you for being so classy.
Well, maybe there's 4. Maybe 4. You think there's less of them now?
You see what I did there, didn't you, Jerry? Yeah. You saw what I did there. Mm-hmm.
The sleeve?
Oh, I can't.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm proud of myself for that one.
You should see how it is in Tampa right now, because nobody is happy that Baker is here, and I just think it's hilarious.
No, you're such a queen for pointing out how far it was to the Cheesecake Factory. By the way,
that was the first thing I thought of, because I know exactly where the Cheesecake Factory is there, and it is so freaking close.
So you literally looked it up, and it was like 1 point something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1.6 miles. I was like, this was the deciding factor.
There you go.
I love it.
I am such an asshole.
I think most of the Buccaneers fans want Trask as their starting quarterback because he's a former Gator, so I think they like him better than Baker anyway.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of Tampa fans before Brady got here, and I think
now they're all fans.
Well, last year, if you signed up to get tickets, you had to lock in that you're getting season tickets for 2 years. So
wow!
They
knew Brady was gone.
They knew.
What a dick move, though. Like, that is kind of messed up thing to do.
So,
and it's like, and the value of the tickets that you're going to pay for, you're not going to be able to get back because we're going to have Baker Mayfield next year.
Because we're going to suck next year. All right. Jerry, Augie wants to know, Jerry, of all the free agents leaving, who shocked or hurt the most to you? For him, it was Bell.
It was Bell for me, too. Like I said, he's just provided me just some of my favorite Bengals moments of all time. Like, not even just the last few seasons, just like of all time. And I really was hoping that we were going to be able to keep him. But it feels like the Panthers are now becoming like the Bengals South.
That's exactly what I've been calling. They're calling the Bengals South. Right. They're taking they're taking our plan of basically what the Bengals did when we got Joe Burrow, number 1 pick, and got all these nice veterans. Which is, I mean, it worked. It's a good plan. I mean, you know, so it worked for the Bengals, but I think they're doing it sounds like they're doing the same thing as what we did. I don't know. I'm still curious who they're going to draft. If I were them, I'd draft CJ. That's just me. I don't know if I'd get Bryce, but you know.
And now we've made Santori hungry.
That's really not that hard to do. Make Santori hungry.
Well, that division too is wide open. All of those teams have not really been great.
No, so. Yeah, they can turn around and win the division real quick.
Hey, I'm gonna bounce out.
Okay.
Talk to Marissa, see if I'm gonna go on that other show, like the slut I am. Jerry, it was good talking to you.
It's good seeing you.
Yeah,
Marissa, I said hi.
I will.
What I do? Hey, Dale, what's that? Ah, damn! I was gonna hang up on him. He hung up on himself before I did. Damn it. Anyway, all right. Let's see a couple more things here. Let's see, Hunter. Barless Bengals. Woo! So they still are trash. I think he's talking about the Buccaneers, I think
he was talking about the Panthers.
Oh, Panthers, yes. Oh, Panthers. Yeah. You're right. That's good. Yeah, they have everything except, well, Joe Burrow. I mean, let's be honest. And Jerry, that's one thing I've said this, and there's only been one time in my life that I've ever rooted against the Bengals. And that was against the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
Because I wanted the freaking number 1 pick. And they almost blew it.
I was stressing out so bad And I still, like, I'll wake up in cold sweats just thinking about that. Like, what were we doing?
Yeah, I wanted to know. Okay, so Tori, I need the details here. He says the Bengals are closing in on Foster. How do you know this?
I think he's just messing with us right now.
I think he's messing with him. I'm looking at a group chat. Did I miss something? There's literally, we've been on for 55 minutes. There are 39 freaking text messages in my group chat. I can't keep up with 39 messages when I'm not on here. Good God. Jeez, you guys freaking. I don't think. There you go. Chad, not Chad Ford. There you go. Greg Luther put it in there. All right, let's see here. From Chad Ford. Let's see. I'm getting old. I don't have my glasses. I got to hold the phone back like this. It sucks. Bengals likely navigating a fine line to giving Foster Moreau a deal that doesn't preclude them from potentially drafting and upgrading with one of the premium picks, 2060, 92, solid player. He says basically it'd be two years, $8 million. That makes sense. I don't know. I think he's just speculating here. So
I feel like the longer it takes him to sign with a team, the better for us, because I think we can get a better deal for him, because I think most of the tight ends are off the board right now. And like everybody has reiterated, it is a very deep draft class for tight ends.
Right. And that's the thing with there's only so many seats at the table, for where he's starting to run out of teams. So this could be good. I mean, but that goes both ways. For him with the Bengals too, it's kind of like, all right, there's always Foster Moreau, and then it kind of drops off after that. He's kind of like the last one that's really out there. That's kind of at the I won't say upper end, but he's the best one that's out there that's left. So it's kind of like the Bengals got to go, come on, you got to do something. So the Bengals could go up to 2 years because of that instead of the one, which Schultz. I don't know. We said we could have signed Schultz. That's one like 1 year, $8 million or $9 million. We could have signed that one, but I don't know. We'll see. Either way, we got Orlando Brown. I'm happy about it. All right, Jerry, you've been on for 56 minutes. I appreciate you. You didn't get your Burrow glasses. What's the shirt? I haven't seen the shirt. It says Bengals. What is the shirt?
So it's a vintage, like Tasmanian Devil.
Oh, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
From
Where'd you get that?
Early 90s. I got this on eBay back before, like, we were really good. It was like Joe's rookie year, so things were still pretty easily found, and we're not like hundreds of dollars. I got this for like $20.
Shoot, I'd love to get me an old starter jacket like I used to have in high school, but I can't fit in the one that I had from high school, so I'm a little bit bigger now than I was then. So that's what I like to have. The old starter jacket with the stripes going along the sleeves. You remember that?
Oh yeah, those are great.
Am I too old for you? I'm not.
No, I was looking for that one for years, but I've never found one for like under $300.
That's where I'm like, dude, I had one. It's just like I had the original Jordans too. My God, if I had known how much those would be worth, I would have never freaking wore them. But
I'm excited because I just got the black owned, the reversible jacket that I'd wanted all season, and I got it when it was like on sale. So I was very excited about that.
That is
my
awesome.
husband. It was so funny because my husband was like, "Hey, did you buy something from NFLshop.com or is this fraud?" And I looked at him and I'm like, "Are you new here?" It's like I'm pretty sure it's safe to say if there's something from NFLshop.com, like as much as you would like it to be fraud, it's most likely not.
Exactly. Oh God. All right, so hopefully we'll have some updates. Maybe by tonight we'll have Foster Moreau. I don't know. But Jerry, what's the name of the show you're going to be on next Thursday?
I was going to say, catch me on that other show that I still don't know what it's called. I heard it's great. I've never seen it. So.
No, I think it's called Bengals and Bruce. She said she's never seen it. Never watched it before. Oh God!
I'm never getting invited on anything ever again.
But it's going to be you.
I'm going to be shunned.
It's gonna be you and Whit, and is Jess joining you too, or do you even know?
Kayla, me, Whit, and Kayla.
Is you, Whit, and Kayla? Okay, are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't know. I don't even know. Are we really live right now? I don't know.
Yes, we're really live right now. Oh God! On that note, I will let you go. Hey, well, you won't be pregnant this year when you're trying to catch up to me at the Bengals game, so it'll be a lot easier to catch me.
I will still be out of breath though. So out of shape.
Well. Yeah, exactly. We'll just throw something at me next time. Like, hey, get back here.
I mean, that I will definitely do that.
There you go. All right, Jay, appreciate you. Who day, baby?
Hooday, thanks.
All right, guys. Go check out Tigers Talk. Go check out Bengals and Brews, the other show that she's going to be on. Go check out Rally. They're going to be on sometime tonight. What'd you say, Augie? You're what? I'll buy it off you. It's a pullover. That's the one that Chandler was wearing. I think he's kind of wearing. Yeah, those don't fit. I got a whole bunch of really cool freaking Bengals jackets. My wife wears, my son wears. William here. Hey, Ice, are you mad that Joe Burrow is hanging out with Joe Montana? No, I'm not mad about it. I just get tired of him calling him Joe Cool. Don't call him that. Just because that's Joe Montana's name. You can call him Shiesty. You can call him Joe Brrr. You can call him Jackpot. You can call him whatever. Just please don't call him Joe Cool because that's Joe Montana. And that dude beat us for 2 Super Bowls. Anyway, there you go. Rally's on at 7. Yep. What he said. What do you got? You want to trade me what? I'll trade you a vintage bagel jacket with leather sleeves. Just next time you're in town, bring it to me. We'll see what we got. Because Chandler's got a jacket, Jen's got a jacket. So I don't know how many of those I actually have left that I can trade you. But I know I got something in the garage that has something that it doesn't fit me anymore. Anyway, let's get to the Facebook groups. Let me live stream. And I appreciate every single one of them. They are Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, Radical Reds, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar. And then, of course, you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Strawberry Ice on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trinipole. TikTok is at Iceman90. I will be pulling off sound later on tonight. I figured out what I was doing wrong. Of course, it's my fault. But it will be on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. YouTubers, you guys are killing it. I appreciate it. Dude, my show views have been off the chart from 700 to 600 to 300. I appreciate you guys for watching this. This has been a lot of fun. But I'm at 2,161 subscribers. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Bengals Talk with Strawberry Ice. Let's try to get to 3,000 as fast as we can. I cannot wait. Hopefully we get Foster Moreau. Let me check. Let's see the comments here. No. Nobody said anything about Foster Moreau. Okay, so I'm going to end this now. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have Foster Moreau. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's show. I have. Let me see here real quick so I tease this for you guys. I have KB Art will be joining the show, probably Dale. If you've never seen any KB Art's art, he does a lot of cool stuff with the Bengals, shoes, pictures, all kinds of stuff. Make sure you go check him out tomorrow. And like I said, probably Dale will be on the show. Anyway, let's go get Foster Moreau. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Talked about it yesterday, just that chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe right to the go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to throw on us since we picked up a Woozy. It's like win after win, feel like we could really do it. Zach Taylor doing his thing for the city, I give it to him. And I bet Samaji will find a hole if you give it to him. Hayden Hurst don't need a hole, he just plan on running through him. Just hand it off to 28 and let him do the dash. Getting hit by BJ Hill probably feel like a car crash. Every week it seem like Lou digging deeper in his bag. And if the game on the line, all my favorite money match. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up.